Welcome to the Daily Spiral, everyone. Chad, welcome back.
I'm back. Did you think I'd be
back? Yes, I did. And I got you early.
Right. All right.
Chad, did you watch today's episode?
We're going to find out. We're going to find out. I don't want to give away too much. I don't want to say too much. I'm just going to let the people find out as they find out.
Yeah.
I'm worried. Well, here's where I'm worried. If I say no, I didn't watch the episode, then you're going to be mad at me, right? But if I say yes, I watched the episode, you're going to be like, okay, throw out the easy quiz and let's get the hard quiz out, right? So I don't know what to do to myself here. I'm not really sure what to do. I'm just going to let it ride. You'll have to find out along with everybody else. Did I watch the episode? Who knows?
Well, since you mentioned it, I was gonna save it for the second segment of the show, but we're gonna start it off. We're gonna start off with
that I can say to help myself is that.
No, you're very confident. So let's start off.
Oh no!
Love Island episode 14 recap. Chad, I want you to tell me one significant event that happened in tonight's episode.
Oh, one significant event. So they let the Islanders vote. They put the guys together and they had to vote. They had the guys pick the girl to go home. The girls picked the guy to go home. Autumn.
Yes.
That was pretty significant.
That was the most significant event to happen this episode.
Yeah.
Other than that, can you tell me anything else that happened in this episode that might be significant?
Well, I mean, so it depends on what you and I and everybody else takes away as significant. Like I think I learned tonight. I don't trust Kenzie very much. Autumn.
Mm-hmm.
There was a whole. I mean, and this probably is something I'm going back in episode really. But see, look at me. I'm like next year I'm gonna be a producer on Love Island. This is where this is headed. I don't trust. She's kind of like. I don't trust her, man. She's playing the field a little bit, right? And I know that's what you're supposed to do for the game, but I feel like my gut instinct tells me don't trust Kenzie. What else happened? What else happened? Watched them have a little bit of breakfast. I felt like that was significant. So we talked about some of the fake food. You freaked me out with that the other night. I was like, listen, I'm not going anywhere near anything with fake food. Like, what is that? But yeah, I don't know. Am I on the right track here?
You are on the correct track.
Okay.
You're very correct. So you did watch tonight's episode.
Maybe I did.
So tonight's episode was part filler, part I don't know what to say. So
part thriller, right?
Yes. Yeah. So they have done this the last couple seasons. They didn't do it in season 5. They definitely didn't do it in season 4. But the last couple seasons, they've had these recoupling ceremonies, and then the next day they'll have a dumping, which I understand why they're trying to do it, because they're trying to claim the virality of season 6. Season 6 had one of the most insane dumpings I've ever seen. Literally everybody was crying, people were yelling. Somebody was like, you didn't send 1 home, you sent 3 home tonight. It was a crazy thing. So
really?
Yeah, so I think the producers are constantly trying to say, let's get another moment like that, and we didn't get that tonight. Honestly, I'm very disappointed in the boys. Because Kenzie was right there. She was
Yeah,
right there.
yeah,
She was right there.
yeah,
That girl has been playing everybody like a fiddle. And
yeah.
she is no, I'm ready for her to get off the island. I'm sick of Kenzie Island. We
And they
know
bought Sincere's crap. Like Sincere, I feel like talked them into getting Soul off. And I was like, listen, man, like everybody knows why Sincere's gonna. You shouldn't like. You got to know by now, guy, girl, whoever. I don't care who you are. You don't listen to anything Sincere says on this show, right? If he says
I
he wants
am
Soul gone, Soul stays. That's it. Period.
I'm so glad that everybody has clocked Sincere. That man is so disingenuous. And when Soul was like, yeah, you definitely didn't tell me you were still interested in Melanie. And he was like, but I did. And she was like, no, you didn't. You never said anything. Not
Yeah,
only did he never say anything, he never treated Soul like Melanie was still in the back of his mind. He always treated Soul like Soul was the number one. So that's why when he picks Melanie to Soul, it's an insult because it's like, well, what happened? Like you made it seem like it
yeah,
was me and you. And when she was going off on him, I was like, finally, somebody finally has
yeah,
had enough of his shit. Because
yeah.
I've had enough of it.
Same. Yeah. I mean, he's pretty transparent. I mean, you can see right through the dude. And it's funny that you said that when he said that, I never, or when we told her that he did tell her that, and he didn't actually say it. I mean, that's just someone who can't keep up on their own lies. I mean, when you lie so much, I feel like you got to keep covering and covering. And when you're not smart enough, right? It's kind of, it gets tough after a while. And I feel like that's the boat he's in right now. He's
Yeah,
taking on water on him. He's taking on water pretty quickly.
yeah, honestly, and then of course he did the thing where he was like,
Mhm.
and I'm like, bro, you're lying.
Yeah.
Like you're lying. We all know you're lying. And then
Mhm.
they both like, I'm sorry. I'm sick of Metaphor Island. Everybody in this villa uses damn metaphors. If y'all don't just be straightforward on what you want to say,
Right.
just be straightforward. I'm sick of the metaphors. It is irritating me. So,
Yep.
who is the couple that got dumped tonight? I'm really testing you. Who got dumped tonight?
Well, Soul and Gabe went home. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
it. No more Gabe. And I was
No
a little
more
shocked.
game.
Listen, I was a little bit shocked. I was over here. I'm not gonna lie. I was taking notes. I had Corbin in my notes. I was like, he's gone. He's gone.
I had Corbin and Kenzie. Honestly, for
Yeah.
me, it actually the bottom three couples very much should have been Corbin and Kenzie,
Yeah.
Melanie and Sincere,
Okay. Yeah.
Zach and Kada.
Yeah. But do you
They
think that part of it is well? Okay. So yeah, the bottom three couples that confused me. That was voted on by America, right?
so America chooses their favorite couple, right?
Okay.
So when
Okay.
they choose their favorite couple, like they'll like compile all the favorite couple votes. So like Trinity and Bryce got a significant amount. Anaya and KC got a significant amount.
Okay.
From what I saw, it was actually a lot of not KC, Soul and Caleb. They got
Yeah.
a pretty decent amount. So that's why I was confused when I saw Melanie and Sincere. I'm like, I didn't see anybody voting for Melanie and Sincere. In fact, I literally saw most people
Yeah.
vote the opposite. Like I knew
That feels like a
and
producer twist to me. Like, let's throw
yeah,
them in.
yeah.
Yeah.
I knew Kenzie and Corbin were gonna be in there because especially after he goes, yeah, America, try breaking this shit up. I'm like,
All
hey, we're gonna try.
right. Right. Yeah. Don't tempt us. Don't do it. Uh,
But yeah, Gabe and Jen being there didn't make sense. But then when the girls got to the reasoning of why they would dump Gabe, I agree with it.
yeah. I mean, I was listening to it and I get it. But listen, I knew they were going to go in on Soul like that. And I guess I understand. Listen, Soul, it felt like that was for her own good. It felt like she was sort of like phasing herself out. Like she didn't really fit there. And I feel like she's just not really about that nonsense, right? Like, and to keep her there and to keep putting her through nonsense. And plus, I don't think you're going to vote anybody off that you think can win this thing. I think you're going to keep the people around that you think are going to get voted off, and there's some strategy to that, right? Like, hey, I got a couple people. If I keep Sincere here and I keep Kenzie here, when we do the American, whatever, they're going to be next. They're coming eventually. That gives me a week, 2 weeks, maybe whatever. I can stick around. I got a little bit. I get a little bit closer to winning this thing, right?
Well, if they wanted to really win, they would have voted Kinsey and Corbin off.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. If you wanted to win, you would have voted them off
Yeah.
because they're the couple that is the
Okay.
flimsiest. Kinsey wants to jump and hop to everybody. Corbin wants to kiss everybody. He wants to ask all the girls for kisses. I would have voted for Kinsey and Corbin. They're the
Okay.
couple that, like, hey,
Mhm.
they're not here for serious reasons.
Yeah.
Gabe and Jen seem to like each other.
Yeah.
They did some stuff in the bedroom once again,
Yeah.
which super weird around a bunch of people. And
Maybe
then
one day I'll be
Caleb
old enough to understand what you're talking about. But yeah, it's yeah, for sure.
and Soul has kind of had like the rough end of it because the only person who's been remotely like interested in her is Sincere, and Casey was kind of interested in her, but
Mhm.
he couldn't really explore because then Anaya got mad.
Mhm.
And then Caleb, of course, was played with by Kenzie. So
Yeah.
I'm still confused on why the guys chose Soul. Because especially the comment that Casey made when he said, and they said, well, if we keep Soul, would you explore her? And he said, honestly, yeah. So when you say that, why would you get rid of her?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what we missed a lot of that conversation. We didn't get that whole conversation. But
Yeah.
I heard Sincere going in on her, and I was like, of course he wants her gone. Like she has like called him on his nonsense. She checked him right, like right to his face.
Hmm.
I was like, all right, okay, so like, all right, I get it. But yeah, it was kind of fun to watch that. But yeah, I don't know. Of course he was going to go in, but I'm not sure. But also in a weird way, like I kind of knew it was going to be. I knew he was going to like sway them and talk them into voting for her. I just knew it. As as insincere as he is, he is like he's very persuasive, it feels. I don't know why. But yeah, people listen to him for some odd reason. We all know somebody like that.
Yeah, honestly, just so strange. This
Yeah,
is such a strange season now. I know people have called it Couples Island, Closed Off Island,
yeah,
whatever. I'm
yeah,
just gonna say this. Love Island works when you have an equal amount of crazy on both sides. So you have to have a number of couples that are very strong. You have to have couples going into Casa More that you're like, okay, if they go into Casa More, is this couple going to break up or are they going to be strong?
yeah,
So you have to have that. And then you have to have a number of couples that are very chaotic, very crazy, of like, yeah, no, Casa More comes, they're not lasting. We know this.
yeah.
That's the formula that works on this show.
Okay,
Last season, we didn't have any stable enough couples to where Casa Amor was gonna work.
gotcha.
Like, not everybody really liked each other. They were still playing Dora the Explorer by Casa Amor and still after Casa Amor. This season, it's too many of them that are closed off.
Uh-huh.
I fully understand Soul when she was like, shoot, I'm glad to be going home. She was like, you just did me a favor because y'all want to play Couples Island,
Yep,
and that's true.
yep, yep,
Because you're robbing yourself of an experience
yeah.
and you're not
Yeah.
having fun.
It's so hard for me to look at. I look at this from the perspective of a person who's been married for quite some time, and I just can't like I can't adopt that mindset, right? So to me, everything is crazy. I'm like, wow, like, wow. I just keep going, wow. And I saw the pancakes, and I was like, wow, because it was real food. But yeah, I don't know.
Mhm.
I was shocked, and man, poor Caleb, right? He just got the short end of the stick really bad. I mean,
Yeah.
that was hard. That was tough to see. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, and for some reason, when I first started the episode, I think Kenzie looked familiar to me, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna like we'll pay attention to see. And I was like, oh no, like, no, no, she's
No.
awful. Like, I mean, and I guess
Yeah.
that's kind of the point of the game, but man, she was, oof,
Kenzie's actually been a little exposed. There was a girl who went to school with her. I think went to college with her because she loves to tell you that she went to nursing school. Girls, don't go to her nursing school. She can't tell you what 20/30 vision is. Okay.
oh,
Um, one of her teachers literally came out and was like, everybody saw that conversation and just was like, oh my God, no, that's terrible. But the way she was moving in the villa is, I guess, the way she was moving in real life when it came to this girl. And I'm just, like I said, I'm sick of Kenzie Island. I want Kenzie Island to be done. I want the chaos of Casa more because all of these men are going to fold. Now, next episode, tomorrow's episode.
Yeah.
And we probably won't talk about it until Monday because, as you guys know, I will not be in tomorrow because I will be in New York.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's episode, we get the fallout of tonight's episode. So there won't be any Casa more tomorrow. We won't get Casa more till Sunday.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll get the fallout of tonight's episode tomorrow, and we see that the girls are standing on their decision.
Yeah.
And specifically, Zach and Bryce are not very happy with the girls because they don't understand why they would choose Gabe.
Yeah.
Now, again, I saw them choose Gabe, and I understand why they chose Gabe because that man has not a serious bone in his body.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I was just I'm just shocked that Sincere was safe, to be honest with you. I'm shocked. Going into the before I knew that we were going to learn about America's favorite four couples or whatever, four favorite couples. I just thought like he's going home tonight. Like if somebody goes home, and I didn't know, I was like, he's going home. He's got to go home. He's gonna go home. And then I started learning about Kenzie, and I was like, she's going home. I was like, Kenzie's definitely going home.
I'm gonna just say this. Neither Sincere and Melanie nor Kenzie and Corbin are making it to the final. They're going to be dumped before the final anyway. So
I think I agree with
I would
that.
say just enjoy your last week or so. You're going to be dumped pretty soon. We're going to get the Casa girls and Casa boys in here over the weekend. But when we come back from the break, because we're going to go to break, when we come back, we're going to talk about the 2016 Cavaliers again because we have more developments on this reunion trip. And it's getting a little messy. It's getting a little messy, Chad, but you guys are watching us here on the Daily Spiral on Inside Edge Network. We'll be back.
Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code INSIDEEDGE20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network. Mosser Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Mosser and his wife, Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at monstermomentsphotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. monstermomentsphotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Daily Spiral. Chad, tomorrow is the 10-year anniversary of the greatest day of a lot of our lives, the 2016 Cavaliers winning the championship. And of course, we talked about it yesterday, but the reunion trip is in full swing. The group is currently in Scotland on a golf trip. But today we learn a little bit more. Now, we talked about Kyrie Irving a little bit as well yesterday and him not being there. J.R. Smith told people in the comments he was invited but ghosted them all. And today we get a little bit more info in the comments once again. J.R. Smith and said, but y'all won't post Kyrie at a basketball camp with kids on the same day. J.R. Smith said, was it the same day, champ? Richard Jefferson then responded to a different comment, said, everybody bashing Kyrie, but when y'all ever seen him golfing? My people invited me on a trip to the mountains. That ain't my cup of tea, so it wasn't reasons for me to reply. Life be simple most times. Richard Jefferson said, we're headed to San Tropez and Dilly and Shump are meeting us there. This is messy. This is so messy.
This is messier than Kenzie and Caleb, man. Like, what is going on with So, Autumn, let me ask you. Like, if someone invited me to the mountains, I don't know what I'm doing in the mountains. Like, I don't need thinner air. I'm not necessarily a climber. I'm not going to rappel. I probably wouldn't go on that trip. But you're not just going to ghost your friends, are you? Like, if your friend group said, "Hey, we're going to the mountains. Come with us," I'd at least give them like a, "Hey, the mountains really aren't my scene. Like, I'll catch you the next time around. Like, we'll whatever. Much love.
Yeah.
Have fun, but yeah, you're not going to ghost them, right?"
No, or you could still go on the trip and figure out something to do. Look, my best friends, I love them to death. They took me on a hiking trip. I didn't enjoy hiking after this trip. Every trip we've taken since then, we don't hike because we learn what to do and what not to do. We also have learned when you go on a trip with people, certain people like to do certain things, other people like to do certain things. And we've seen on that trip that it's not just golfing. Like,
Right.
they've drank wine, they've had dinner, they're reminiscing, they're having fun. And like, this idea that Kyrie is doing something so much more special because he's running a basketball camp is so ridiculous.
Yeah. That camp would probably run itself. I'm sure you could have taken a couple of days off early or arrived late or whatever the case would have been. Championships in the NBA aren't a dime a dozen. You would think that you would relish the opportunity to get back with your teammates and kind of enjoy this. But I mean, he really must have been bitter and angry here, Autumn. I mean, this is the only thing that he really just must not have been happy at all.
My thing is, I've been thinking about his time here, and I was thinking about, like, when LeBron first got here, he did not seem like, when he was here by himself and he was the number one guy, I'm not going to say he was ecstatic. He definitely wasn't ecstatic because they were losing, but he didn't carry this animus that he does now. Like, the animus that he does when it comes to, like, Cleveland, the Cavaliers, that team, he just carries something within him that's just like he feels like he's better than them. Like, even like we talked about it yesterday, the way he left was disgusting, was gross. And he said, yeah, I get to play in a real sports city now. Are you kidding me? Like, Cleveland is a top 10 sports city.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. I don't know if it gets much more of a sports city than Cleveland. I mean, you want to talk about fans that'll stick with multiple franchises, even though you have very little to really hang your hat on when it comes to titles. Um, yeah, Cleveland is a sports city, 100%.
Yes. Now Richard Jefferson didn't respond once again. Um, and somebody said, "Where's Deladova?" And he said, "On his way."
Man.
Now we look, the other point guard on the team, Deli, loves Cleveland. He was
Yeah.
literally here during the playoffs.
Yep.
He has embraced us. He doesn't even live in the country anymore. And so it's just such a weird thing where Kyrie is just like like the more he does stuff, the more it's just like glaring. And it's
Yeah.
just more and more like you're bitter about something. Just
Mhm.
tell us what you're bitter about. And I don't care what people say. People are like, "Oh, he's going to remember the memory of helping a bunch of kids out versus going on a golf trip." Be serious. Be
And
serious.
get it. His priorities are in the right. Okay, fine. You want to help the kids out? That's great. But again, this camp, he could have dipped out early. Don't act like this camp is the reason that he's missing it, right? That's not it. I think this goes all the way back to the day that we heard that LeBron was coming home, and I'm sure they knew before we did. It was a huge shot to Kyrie's ego. It told him that the franchise that he had, been drafted by and had I don't know, he played here for a few years and nothing really happened, right? They weren't winning. But it
No.
told him that that franchise viewed him as not the number one guy, and maybe not even the 1B, right? He was the number two. He was the clear number two. We're bringing LeBron back. This is what we have to do to win a title. Everyone's excited. And then everyone forgot about Kyrie, and he wasn't getting that attention anymore. He wasn't getting that the strokes to his ego any longer. And I think this is, I mean, it all goes back to that moment, I think. And that's unfortunate because, I mean, it's the NBA. Uh, there are a lot of great players, right? It's okay to be a really, really good player. It's okay to be a great player and still not be the number one option on your team. I mean, I get it. Everybody has an ego. Everybody wants to be the guy. But yeah, I think this goes
Mhm.
back to that moment for Kyrie. It hurt his feelings. And listen, you can get your feelings hurt. I get it. I understand. But that's it. That's the moment.
It clearly was because I remember, honestly, I remember that 2014, 2015 team. They
Yeah.
bought in David Blatt. They were going to have a really, really young, exciting team. They were going to have Andrew Wiggins and Deli and all of them. And Kyrie was going to be the leader and he was going to take the next step. And when LeBron comes in, everybody knows that everybody who has had LeBron in their city knows that when he comes in, everything just blows up.
Yeah.
Every little thing you do gets blown out of proportion. Everything you do is like magnified by 20.
Yeah.
So you got to think with him, the way he was playing, he could get away with more stuff when they were losing. He didn't have to play every game. He didn't have to do as much. He didn't have to be number one. He
Yeah.
could have been like he didn't really have to do much. And then when LeBron came back, it was like, "Oh, Kyrie wants to take a game off. Why are you taking a game off?
Yeah. Feet to the
What's the
fire,
meaning?"
accountability. Yeah. All of it. Yep.
Because remember that playoff, the first playoff series where he had like was it like a bone bruise in his knee or something like that?
Yeah.
Like something was wrong with his knee, but it wasn't anything like earth shattering.
Yeah.
And I remember LeBron was like, I had to tell him just to play through it. I had to teach him to play through it because he was just so used to not playing through injuries.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he came out of Duke with the toe, right? I mean, this was our first taste of Kyrie Irving. Like we didn't know how effective or how much he would, what we didn't know because he played so little at Duke because of the toe. I don't remember if it was a turf toe or exactly what happened, but yeah, I mean, that was the first kind of knock on him is like, well, we don't really know where his toughness level is because, he had this injury and it immediately shut him down. He didn't play through it. He didn't do anything. So yeah, that was the first knock on him. And, listen, he contributed to the title as much as, anybody here. I don't want to take anything away from him. I think it's a little bit of revisionist history when people go back, well, you wouldn't have won the title without Kyrie. He hit the shot. That's the whole reason for the title. Okay. Yes, he did hit the shot. And yeah, he had some huge games in those finals. Of course he did. But to say that we could have done it without LeBron here is insane. It's insane. That wouldn't have happened. They wouldn't have been in the finals. They wouldn't have been in the playoffs, most likely. So, Yeah, and I think that just again, I mean, we talk. I think a lot of people use the analogy Batman and Robin, right? And Kyrie he became Robin when Batman came back, and I don't think he liked it. And
No.
sometimes I think you just shut up and you go about your work and you win championships. They could have won multiple championships here. Especially when they brought Kevin Love in and made it Love Island. But no, I don't know. I think they had a great thing going. They had a nice core, and then Kyrie's ego blew it up, and what happened in 2018 happened, and then that was it.
Yeah. I think about if the Warriors would have never went and got Kevin Durant and that 2017 finals. That 2017 finals was the finals that was going to decide who was like clearly the better team, and then they got Kevin Durant, and that just kind of was like, well, Golden State was clearly going to be the better team because you were literally the most winningest friend. Like you literally won the most games in a season.
Coming up with 73 wins, yeah. Then they add Kevin Durant. That was ridiculous. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, so that was something that we all kind of knew was going to happen. But even then, that season, I think about it, I'm like, you could tell Kyrie's heart, like that last season just wasn't in it anymore, and you could tell that he just was not like focused enough. And when he forced his way out, because I also remember like LeBron kind of blamed the franchise for how they handled it, and I'm like, as someone that worked for the franchise at that time, it was very much Kyrie. It was not a franchise decision. It was very much Kyrie forced himself out of Cleveland.
They wouldn't have wanted to trade him for any reason unless he made it, inevitable. I mean, he really did. I mean, you had to trade him. You had no choice.
Yes. Now, getting Isaiah Thomas back was so bad. So bad. Trade in hindsight was so terrible. Still made the finals, but so terrible. And even then, Kyrie didn't even play. He didn't even play for Boston because he got hurt again.
Unbelievable. And then his time in Brooklyn was wild. Like it just, he just, I don't know. He's had trouble focusing, I think, since that first day we brought LeBron back here. And for whatever reason, Kyrie just has never been the same.
No. Now, Richard Jefferson and J.R. Smith were on Richard Jefferson's YouTube show. If you guys don't know, Richard Jefferson has a very, very popular YouTube show called The Richard Jefferson Show, and he has been doing these like interviews with people from that series. So he did one with Amon Shumpert. He just did one with J.R. Smith. He's done one with Kevin Love. He did one with Andre Iguodala. I think he's supposed to do one with Draymond Green. But the one with J.R. Smith has been interesting because we do get a little peek behind Game 7. I wanna talk about this a little before we go to break, and then we talk about some other stuff after. He talked about Game 7 and how Ty Lue came up to LeBron and said, "LeBron, I need you to do more." And they all looked at Ty Lue like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "LeBron, I just need you to do more." I'm like,
this human, stop it. What was he going to do? That's wild.
I'm like, he was literally at his peak powers. What else was he going to do?
Yeah, putting up like 44 points, like 18 rebound, 12 assist games. What do you want me to get 10 block shots too? Like, what do you need me to do on the floor that I'm not doing? That's wild.
I'm pretty sure LeBron in that series scored almost 200 points in that series.
Yeah, he was amazing.
He was a superhuman in that series.
Yeah.
And Ty Lue came up to him and was like, "Yeah, we need you to do a little bit more."
So like it's dog, we need you to do more. Oh, what? That's wild. It's wild.
Just
finest.
Yeah, and well, they also talked about Richard getting waived, and Richard was like, "Yeah, I knew my time was up when they brought in D Wade, and they sat me down, and they were like, 'So Richard, we have something to tell you.'"
Yeah.
I think the 2018 Cavs team is just like a fever dream, just a fever dream of like, what the hell, like what was that team?
Right, and it came off of like the absolute pinnacle of the sport, right? Like it'd be different if they were struggling and trying to find something, but they were at the pinnacle. They beat the 73 win team. Not only that, they came back from 3-1, only team to ever do it still. And then, 20. Yeah, you're right. It's wild. Like, how did we get here so soon? How did we get to this?
Yeah.
It was bad.
It was so bad. I remember that finals. That finals was so embarrassing. We don't even have to relive it.
Nope.
When we when we come back from the break, we're gonna take a break. Double A's gonna do his crack show in about 40, not even 40 minutes, not even. I guess he's gonna be a big back again. But when we when we come back, we are going to talk about the World Cup, and we're going to talk about something I found surprising. There is a country in North America that is not embracing the World Cup, Chad.
Mm.
We're going to talk about it, and somehow, some way, that country also just had one of the best games of the whole World Cup. Very strange. But you guys are watching the Daily Spiral. Keep watching, keep loving us. We'll be back pretty soon.
Key On Sports is the leader in Ohio high school athletic coverage in written, print, and video streaming. From the latest news and results and written content to the high school football game of the week every Friday, Key On Sports has you covered. The vision of 15-time published author Vince McKee has become the most trusted site in Ohio high school athletic news. From podcasts to player profiles, Key On Sports is your one-stop for all of it. Visit them today at keyonsports.com or on YouTube at Key On Sports. Check out their socials on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at SportsMemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the SportsMemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to SportsMemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. SportsMemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
What's going on, Inside Edge Network? Yeah, this is Omar Klesel from the morning show. We had a jam-packed one for you. What the hell happened to Portugal? I don't know. Well, I actually kind of do know. So you're going to have to check us out for that. We also talked Gutty Mac. Yes, Gutty Mac. We went in depth where he's going to be, what he's doing right now, and where he's going to be at. So check that segment out as well. And Thursday Media Throwback, we had an awesome chat about Tremors. Yeah, if you've never seen Tremors before, check it out. It's a good series. So really jam-packed for you, one for you this Thursday. Make sure you check us out. InsideEdgeNetwork.com is where you can find us. Keep it locked in here. We got a great Thursday here for you.
Hey guys, awesome show today on Unfiltered. Went through a variety of different topics. Talked about the Iran deal being signed by President Trump with one and only Jake Underwood. Great interview. Make sure you guys check that out when you get the chance. Also talked about some good news out of the city of Parma. Finally got that water basin finished over by York and Pleasant Valley. So many people getting flooded houses. Not anymore. Thanks to that, they can breathe a sigh of relief. Some upgrades to the infrastructure. We love to talk about that. Hey, tomorrow on the show, lots of news and notes. We'll talk about the 10-year anniversary of the Cavs championship back in 2016. And it's time. Meme of the week. Unfiltered meme of the week. Right here on Unfiltered. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. Right here on the Inside Edge Network.
All right, welcome back, guys, to the Daily Spiral. Chad, the World Cup is going on. Now, I've talked about this all week. My favorite trend of the World Cup so far is everybody embracing American culture. And when I say embracing American culture, I mean by going to Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Waffle House. The love for American food and Walmart has warmed my heart. In Mexico, we got Korean people and Mexican people together drinking, singing BTS,
Yes.
being like just so great. And then we have Canada.
Yeah.
In Canada, I don't understand what's going on with you. So Canada, certain people have been like, you know what? We've heard from Mexico, we've heard from the States, but let's check on Canada. Why is Canada not messing with the World Cup? These people don't like that the World Cup is in Canada. What is going on, Chad?
I think they don't want to be affiliated with us. Listen, they've got, you know, we're telling them we're going to make them the 51st state, right? And they're like, whoa, we don't want to hear that, right? That's not what we're doing here. There's all kinds of trade stuff going on. There's political stuff. I don't know. I think a lot of people might have seen this coming. Like I found articles all the way back to 2025, almost a full year ago, back in July of 2025, that Canadians weren't super excited to be hosting the World Cup and to basically to be affiliated with us. But to piggyback on some of the positive stuff that you've said, did you see the TSA had to make a statement on ranch because apparently there's no ranch dressing anywhere outside the United States. So people from overseas, they're packing ranch away and they're trying to sneak it onto planes or whatever. Ranch is pretty good. But I did see not Team Norway, but the Norwegian fans doing the row up the escalator. The Scottish fans singing at the Red Sox game. I mean, there's been so much like warmth and goodwill and together, and people just celebrating the right way. But yeah, Canada not happy. You're right, not happy.
Yeah, they're not happy. Which is so weird because you would think like having a team that just beat Qatar 6-0 and having the second game with a hat trick would be like, oh my god, yes, y'all, this is so great. No, you got their fans being like, we don't want a World Cup here. We don't even like soccer. We're a hockey like country.
Right.
Like, what are you doing? America is a football country and not the football you kick with your foot. But like you see America embraces. Look, there were people who didn't even know that America had a World Cup team.
That's not good.
There were people that didn't even know that
that's not good. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, they didn't even know that America qualified for the World Cup.
I mean, you have to be generally aware, right? I mean, this is like not knowing that we have an Olympic representation. So you got to know. I mean, this is the Olympics of soccer, right? Like this is as big as it gets.
Yeah, this is the biggest soccer competition outside of the Olympics and maybe the like UEFA Cup. But like it's just honestly like I've just had so much fun watching like Americans trade cultures and just everything happening.
Yeah.
Now, there are some other stuff that is happening. So, Atlanta Dream beat the Indiana Fever tonight. Angel Reese had her 10th double-double of the year, 60 double-doubles in her career. Ridiculous. She is like crazy good. We also had some new rules for Major League Baseball's home run derby. that came out today. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna recite them real quick.
Okay.
It's very weird what they decided to do. If
Mhm.
I can find the post real quick. Also, Wimbledon welcomed Serena Williams back. If you guys don't know, Serena and Venus will be playing as a wild card in Wimbledon,
Amazing.
which
I
is
said to
crazy.
my wife, yeah, I said we talked about this last night, and I said to my wife because it was Venus Williams' 46th birthday yesterday. I'm about to turn 47, and I thought if I dropped my tennis racket and had to bend over to pick it up, I would probably lose a hamstring. That's why it would be on the ground. I'd have to have someone come get it for me because I can't get all the way. I'm 6'3". I can't get all the way down there, right? That's really far. And she's playing in Wimbledon at 46, and I can't play a pickup tennis game, over on the clay courts or whatever. And I forget about it. Yeah, I can't do that. Nope.
Also, I learned today that she has 4 gold medals, which is crazy.
Yeah,
She has 4 gold medals. That's crazy.
it's unreal.
So
There's
she has at least 2 doubles and 2 individual gold medals, which is again crazy.
it's insane. Yeah.
Just nuts. So, okay, so these are the rules for the home run derby this year. The new format as follows: 8 participants. The top 4 advance to round 2, 20 swings in round 1, and 15 in the final 2 rounds. A player who hits a home run on his final swing in any round can continue until he records an out or wins the round.
Okay. All right. Um, I guess they're trying to create a little bit of urgency and maybe not. Sometimes it goes on a long time and people I think maybe lose a little interest. I guess if you keep hitting home runs, there's no whatever you can save yourself. That's fine. Yeah, just maybe leave this stuff alone. I mean, there's also a proposal in Major League Baseball right now to make high schoolers ineligible for the draft. So I feel like Rob Manfred is just reaching for things. Is there anything that I can propose that I can say that's going to make me popular? I mean, it's anything that I can do that's going to be considered, a positive thing. I don't. He's just left such a negative. The only good thing I think is the pitch clock that's happened since Rob Manfred has taken over. That's the only good thing. And I hated that at first. I'll be honest with you. I was like, no, what? I'm a pitcher. If I'm going to walk around the mound and look around, whatever. Give me time. But then I also like to work quick because you don't want the batter to think about the last pitch, so you want to try to get in there and work quickly. So at least it moves the game along, and I think it helps pitchers a little bit. So I'm a pitcher. I'm okay with that. But otherwise, everything Manfred has done has been negative. Everything. It's wild.
I mean, this is a man who literally told a team, I'm giving you immunity so you can tell me that you cheated. And then when they told him that he cheated, he literally was like, oh, I didn't expect them. He didn't expect, honestly, I still think about that Houston Astros team and what they did. But yeah, I guess they're trying. Look, honestly, Major League Baseball has a problem. The problem is that they refuse to just integrate themselves into technology and anything not very stale. I don't think this is gonna help the home run derby. Honestly, the home run derby to me is kind of boring. It's been boring for a pretty long time. Like
I'm a huge baseball guy, and I can barely watch it. I can barely.
I love baseball. Baseball is my favorite sport. I can't do it anymore, Chad. I literally sit there and I'm like, this is so it's aggravating. And I know they've tried with ABS. I know they've tried so much stuff, but it's just like I can't do it, man. I cannot do it. It has been just one thing after the other, and I'm just like, I know you want to try. I know we're trying to throw stuff at the wall, but it's just at this point, whatever.
Yeah, at this point, I'd rather see them try to switch to a golf format and just do a best ball. We'll do team home run derby, and whoever hits the longest home run, that counts for something. Whoever hits the most, that's weighted for something. Anything but what they're doing. It's awful. I agree with you. I love baseball, Autumn. I mean, I played baseball for years. I have a hard time with the home run derby. It's very boring to me. I'm sorry. It is.
The game in general. I get they're trying to fix it with the thing with the ABS, and they tried with pitch clock. The pitch clock has worked. They've also tried with the runner on second. During the extra. It's just they've tried so much that it's just not helping and it's not sticking.
Well, and you tinker. You don't know what works and what doesn't. You just keep changing everything. You got to stick with one thing for a while. And if that, yeah.
So that's pretty much it. And then Nick Chubb came out today. He did an interview. He's talked about Cleveland. He kind of said never say never. I really don't look. Browns are the Browns. They fucked up that Nick Chubb stuff. That's all I kind of got to say about the Browns. Like, honestly, it's off season. Like, they really can't do much else to piss me off. I mean,
Don't say that. Don't say it. Find wood to knock on. Don't say. They'll find a way. Autumn, they'll find a way. It'll come down Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. Friday at 4:00 will come the press release from the Browns that will piss you off more. I promise you.
yes. But Chad, it's time for the good spiral and the bad spiral.
All right.
Good spiral. The spiral that you need to go down, the rabbit hole that you need to embrace. Once again, I'm going to choose the 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers. That is the best spiral to go down. That is the best rabbit hole. You will get drama. You'll get intrigue. You'll get tears. Watch the movie Believeland. Watch all the documentaries. Watch the full Game 7. To have your hands sweat, to have your armpits sweat, to have the bottom of your feet sweat, to get up and walk around and say, oh my God, I can't believe this actually happened 10 years ago. Go down that road.
Yes, minus the 10 years ago. That was me last night on the quiz. All the other, the sweating and the walking around. Yes, that was me last night. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace the good spiral.
Mm-hmm.
Now the bad spiral. The spiral that I don't want people to go down. Don't go down this rabbit hole. Save yourself. Don't do this to yourself. And the bad spiral today goes to a man named George who looks like a foot, who was on the UK version of Love Island. So I don't know if you guys know this, but the UK version and the US version of Love Island are airing simultaneously, guys.
Right.
Yes. So UK airs earlier in the day, US airs later in the day. 5-hour time difference. Like,
all right, yeah.
Yep. A contestant by the name of George was brought in as a bombshell. The man literally looks like a foot.
How do you look like a foot? Does he have toes on his head? Like, what does that mean?
He's ugly.
Okay,
He's ugly. I'll put a picture in the I'll show you guys. That man is ugly. When I say ugly, I mean ugly.
Oh no, George, come on, man.
This is George.
That's Zach Wilson. That's not George.
Yeah. He is ugly. Well, George,
man.
about 2 weeks ago, he was I think he was the first bombshell in UK. He was either the first or the second. He left the villa in the UK, which they're in Mallorca, Spain. So he left the villa in the UK and said, it was for personal reasons. It was for family reasons. That's the reason why. Everybody was like, oh, okay, cool, like, whatever. Then he went on this whole press tour, essentially being like, yeah, this was, like, I had my time in the villa, essentially just kind of talking shit about everybody. Well, it came out today that George was actually kicked out of the villa because he said an offensive racial term.
Oh, George.
To one of his castmates. And then on top of that, one of his family members also did just happen to be sick. So he was already getting kicked out for saying a racial slur. And then he proceeded to just then tell the entire UK media, yeah, it's because this family member is sick, because that's why I had to go home. He got kicked out because he was racist.
Nothing like looking like a foot and being an ass. Oh, wow.
Again, this is what this man looks like. Hold on. This is what this man looks like. That's what George looks like.
Oh, wow. Back to your mom's basement, George.
Please get out the island. Get off the island. Get away from me. Get out of my life. But Chad, we have come to the end. Chad, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy you watched tonight's episode of Love Island. You did great on your test. Next week, you have to be prepared because Casa Amor is next week. So next Wednesday, I will be quizzing you, especially because there will not be an episode.
Right.
So
yeah,
come prepared.
All right, I'll be ready. Autumn. I'm ready.
You got 4 days worth of shows. Actually, technically 5 because you got to watch After Sun now. So you got
Okay.
5 days worth of shows to watch, and I will be quizzing you on those 5 days worth of shows.
I'm ready. I'm hooked now. I told you I got mad at Eli when he called earlier. I don't know if you saw that. I had 9 minutes to go. Eli calls me. I was like, "What are you doing? It's the end of Love Island, man. Call me back and I'll see you in the studio. Like, forget the show. Just forget it. I got Love Island, man. Like, what are you doing?" It was kind of funny. I'm not proud of it, but it happened. So here we are. I'm gonna lean into it.
Yes. Also, Monday, we're bringing you a special episode of the Daily Spiral. Myself, Double A Anthony Alford, and Christy from Jersey Chasers will be watching and live reacting to one of the Casa Amor episodes. So please tune in on Monday at 8 o'clock. Well, 8:30, 8:40. My Peacock is 8:35. So tune in at 8:30. On Monday, we will be live reacting to the entire Casa Amor episode, but we are about to hand it over to Double A and Eli for Double A's Crack Show, The Midnight Run. Chad, I had so much fun, but we gotta get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, we're getting kicked out. Thank you guys for watching the Daily Spiral. You made my first week so much fun. I will see you on Monday.